Hey there friends, I am Trucker Ray and welcome to my channel. If you're viewing for the first time, I'm a Christian truck driver, kind of a messianic Christian truck driver that drives the highways of North America. That's right, Canada, US, and Mexico. And I love to share the gospel of Yeshua, which is Jesus Christ our Lord. So if you see that title, Life on the Road with Yeshua and Trucker Ray, it's me and Jesus out on the road. And if you've never heard of that term, Yeshua, that is the Hebrew name for Jesus, because I believe there's power in the name. So I like to use his Hebrew name. Just like Jehovah is actually Yah in the Old Testament, in the Hebrew translations. And you'll notice that on my Bible break that I have, I would say predominantly on most of my episodes, I read out of a Hebrew, kind of a Hebrew King James style Bible. Yeah, I like to be as close as I can to the real thing. So just wanted to share with you guys that I'm just about ready to head out on a trip. It's so good to have you here with me. It's a wonderful blessing. Once again, to have my YouTubers join me. If you're here for the very first time, I share, as I said, my journeys all over the countryside, and I've been doing it for about 12, 13 years now. And I love to share the gospel of Yeshua. And if you've been here before, welcome back. My faithful YouTubers, always a pleasure to have you here. Okay, so what am I going to do here? I'm going to have myself a bite to eat because I'm hungry. I'll be heading out of here in about 2 hours to Yakama area to grab a load that's going down to San Luis. This is a very exciting video for me. This is a debut video of a brand new software I'm using. Plus, I am bringing back one of my favorite views is my sleeper view, like this. That's right, I absolutely love this view. It gives you the look of you're sitting right in the sleeper right behind me. And I've had people tell me that they wanted this view back, so I have brought it back for you guys. So you'll be seeing a lot of this on future productions, future videos. So I've been doing really well. My carnivore diet's been going really well. I can't really complain. It's except sometimes I get the munchies for something like sweet, but that's just kind of part of the game. Just kind of got to get through it. But it sure is worth it when you have a really nice steak. And it's especially worth it when you jump on the scale and you see that you're making progress. And I am making progress, and I'll probably let you know more about that on a future update with my carnivore journey, as if you've been following it on my channel. So again, I'm just going to have a bite to eat, and we'll get going in about a couple hours there. I've already pre-tripped my truck and my trailer, so we're raring to go, and the sun is getting darker now because we're no longer observing daylight savings right now. We've gone back an hour, so because the sun, it is getting darker. So if I even said that right, maybe I said that backwards. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Gonna have a bite to eat, and we'll get going shortly. Good morning, everyone. Once again, deja vu. I'm back at the Sailor Rest area here in Yakama. That's where I made it last night. And it did help leaving a couple hours earlier yesterday. I'm not so I didn't get here, well, I got here just before midnight yesterday. And I'm just heading over now. The place I'm picking up, it's actually not far from the Interstate 82, so won't have too far to go off the highway. We're only 4 miles away. I have been to the place before, so I kind of know what to expect. I do believe they have a scale there too, which is nice. It's so funny, you know, when I end up at this scale over here, or this, I keep calling these rest area scales. I always think I'm heading up that hill there, but I'm like, no, that's the way you came down, right? It's that way. Beautiful morning out here, 5 degrees, a little on the chilly side. But that's November for you. Still waiting for my first snowfall. Haven't happened yet. I'm kind of glad it hasn't, because I'm in a new truck. There's new tires on the truck, and the tires that are on this truck, the tires that they put on, the knobbies that they put on, well, they're not quite knobbies, but they're very close. They're better than the regular Michelin ones where there's like no traction for snow. That's what I mean. It's not an all season. It's these. I guess these are kind of an all season, but anyway, they're a little bit more of a knobby tire. When you turn a corner when they're brand new, you kind of almost feel wobbly, like you're gonna tip over. Very unusual, bizarre sensation. So sometimes it takes a couple round trips to break them in. So I'm kind of glad I haven't had to deal with the snow yet, because that would be a little bit of a weird sensation to have to experience that while you're going around a corner and the roads might be a little bit icy. So, but things are going to be picking up as for apples now. We haven't been down into Gallus a lot, and that hurricane or whatever it was that hit Mexico really affected the crops coming up. So hopefully they can recover from that, and we'll be back on track again. We'll be on track. So I would say technically the place I'm picking up is in Selah, which is spelled S-E-L-A-H. Just kind of like the same spelling you'll see in the Bible and the Psalms. Selah. Taking a break, I believe, or it means something totally different. So you need an appointment for this place. You can't just show up, and you can only show up an hour before. But I'm going to be within that range. And apparently they load you quick if your load is ready, and apparently the load is ready, so hopefully they load me quick and I can be out of here by the latest 10 or 10:30. Hi there, good morning. Good, how are you? I noticed on the paperwork it says you can't go on a dock, so you can't strap the signals then?
Not anymore. They can talk to you though, if you need to do something or...
Because I normally strap the singles, it just stops them from moving around.
Okay, we'll have them talk to you.
Sure.
Alright, we'll have you go ahead and go to door 15.
15?
15, and we'll have them come talk to you, okay?
All right. Hold on here, I gotta check. I might as well just slide everything while I'm just making sure my brakes are set. 34 continuous, she said. Look at all the junk here from people sweeping out their trailers. I don't recommend that. Get a bag and clean up your junk. There's garbage cans in the front. But you know what? They should have a oh, there is a garbage bin right over there. This is just a prime example of laziness. Hate to see what their house and their truck looks like. Never do that. Don't ever sweep your truck out like that and just leave it like that. That's what's going on with our industry. Pigs. Pigs. Can't stand that. The other day, when I was in Yuma, I was parked at a cooler and I was sweeping up my trailer. And there was a lady that was walking up to my trailer, and when I got out, I was sweeping it up off the floor. And she said, thank you so much. I went, pardon me? And she goes, I'm glad to see you're cleaning up your mess. I went, yeah, not enough of us doing that. She goes, you got that right. So it is an ongoing problem. But what do you expect when you see a majority of drivers throwing their you-know-what out the windows when they're driving down the road? Pretty disgusting. Again, this is our industry. But if I can help it, you'll never see me do this or do anything like that. Okay, they've finished loading me. And I'm gonna head over to the scale. And for those of you that are interested, perhaps you're just starting out or training for the industry, proper way of scaling yourself when you have a scale that only has one weight. Normally it's just, these scales are just good for the for gross weight. Squeaking going on here. I gotta figure out what that's coming from. It was bothering me yesterday. I remember way back when, I think it was Freightliners, they used to have a bad squeak like that with the new fridges. And you literally had to jam something in behind it to stop it from jiggling around. Alright. So what I normally do, and of course this is not to those who already know this procedure, this is for those who don't. So I'll find a blank piece of paper here. Looks like I'll probably have to get out. Alright. For it to zero out. There we go. So I normally put my steers on first. And you write down 11, 7, 660. 11, 660. So right away I open up my calculator. So that's my steers. Then I get the full weight of the steers and the drives. So let's let that sit for a minute. 43,980, and then you minus it from what you just did, 11,660. So my drives are 32,320. 8720. I'm 720 over gross. They're gonna have to take something off. All right, we're gonna go over the scale again and see where we're at. Because I was 32,320 on my drives, I have slid my axles right on my last rim on my back bogey, right at the 40 mark. So that's right where your limit is. Like that's basically the bare minimum for California. Because I was so light on there, I figured I would do that. Turn that off. That's annoying. Okay. $11,780. Naturally, because I did move the weight a little bit. So drives are going to be, so again, 46,740 minus 11,780, 34,960. Okay, I'm just paying attention here. I can still slide it back. 34,960. I still have to do some adjustments. All right. Those weights are better. 79,520 minus 46,700, 32,820. It's almost the same weight. Considering there is nobody here, I'm going to back up off the scale. Do not back up. Do not slide fifth wheel on scale. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Okay, you know what? I don't care. I know what I need to slide it. So 32,820 on my trailer, so I can slide it back, which is good. Yeah.
Don't back up at the scale, please.
Yeah, I know. I seen the sign.
Thank you very much, sir.
I seen the sign.
Hey.
I think I backed up a foot, and the guy caught me way over there. Like, I know, I seen the sign, I just realized. Alrighty, so each pin is about 250. So I can move it about 5 pins and we should be good to go. So I'm just gonna head over and get my paperwork, put the seals on, and we should be good to go. in Jerome right now. I just stopped here to get some fuel. Looks like we got an accident here with a Swift truck. Just trying to figure out what exactly happened here. What on earth is he doing? You know what it looks like? I think it looks like he tried to pull a U-turn and he got stuck. That's exactly what he did. That's not an actual Swift driver. He's pulling a Swift trailer. He tried to turn around. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry. You pull a Yui in the middle of a 4-lane and you can't make it? I don't know what that guy was thinking. Obviously he wasn't thinking. That's kind of funny actually. Oh man. I'm actually quite grateful that I get to stop here for a little bit. It's going to give me a chance to get a coffee. I wonder if that's a... Oh man, I'm tired. I'm going to get myself a coffee. Maybe get a little bit of chewing gum. I think I can have chewing gum on a carnivore diet. It won't be too bad. Let's just make sure this pump is working. It is. I've got to get you got to get deaf as well. Good morning from sunny Ely in Nevada. Yeah, look at this weather. Isn't this stunning? You gotta like it when you're almost in the middle of November and the weather looks this nice. The only negative thing is that while I was doing my pre-trip ready to leave, all I could see was camper after camper heading this way, and I'm like, oh great, it's gonna be a long day trying to get behind all of, or get around these guys. I'm gonna be stuck behind them. It's not gonna be very much fun. But oh well, that is, we got plenty of time to get to where we're going. We'll probably get there late again. But if things work out really well, we may be able to get, wow, what a place to break down here. Ugh, that's terrible. That is a terrible place to break down. Oh, I hope they don't have any oversized loads coming through. Poor guy, I feel bad for him. Look at how close he was to pulling over. He could have pulled over in there a little further and he would have had it. Now, I still got a yellow check engine light on my truck here. I called the office, or should I say I emailed the office. They don't see anything on their computers. So either this is just a little phantom one that popped up last night because of the cold weather. Because it did drop down to -9. Maybe the truck's not used to it. I don't know. It was built in Mexico. Probably going, what's this cold weather? So that light might even disappear throughout the day today. If not, well, I guess we'll deal with it when we get back. But I should be able to get the Yuma about 8:30, which won't be too bad. Yeah. Made it to where we needed to get to last night. That's what mattered, and had a late dinner. But we're up and we're at it again. And I was looking at some of the road conditions and some of the weather patterns that are hitting the continent, Canada and the US. Winter's coming. Yep, it's starting to get nasty in some areas, so it's just a matter of time, guys. I haven't seen my first bit of winter yet, but I know that's coming. But hopefully we'll still have a decent trip on the way to Yuma, and we won't have to deal much with that. So there's little high hopes right there. I could ask the guy if he's okay or if he needs any help, but I can't get the CB radio to work properly. Even with an antenna outside, it's still not giving me any kind of reception. I don't know what's going on with it. I got to get my big radio put back in my truck. I just don't get these CBs. They just don't work half the time anymore. What do you do? Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am still out here in Yuma, and I just did my delivery into Mexico, and I've been given orders to go to. Oh boy, that's not leaving us a lot of room. Are you serious? Okay, something's not right here. I can't take that corner. I stopped here so I can get some instructions on what to do. There must be another exit around the corner. Yeah, I just did my delivery in Mexico, and I've been given orders to go to Nogales, so that's where I'm heading. And I'm not sure what that's. I could be heading back to get watermelon again or something. I don't know. Where's the exit here? Is that the exit down there? I don't know where the exit is. Okay, I'm going to assume the exit's down here. I don't even know if it is. Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't think it is. Okay. That road's under construction. And there's a big pile of dirt in the middle of it over there. So you'd think they would have this blocked off. But I guess that's a little too difficult to figure out. Yeah, this is kind of a crazy setup here. So I don't know what I'm picking up in Nogales. I have no clue. So I'm just gonna head down there, and that's about a 5-hour trip. Before I get going here, I'm gonna put on my sandals. I got a feeling that's gonna be the exit for the truck sooner or later, because that's not leaving a lot of room on that exit over here. But my trip into Mexico went well. Actually, it went really fast. Just didn't take any time at all. No delays, nothing. Just the way I like it. Yeah, I can't even turn right there on that turn. I got to go up this little service road here. That's the way I guess they've got it set up. It's pretty funny, actually. Well, I can't turn as long as you come on. This is a really dumb setup here. I won't come here again. Wow. Really silly. No exit signs, no nothing. I know they're probably going to put parking. Well, I know they're going to build something in here, but kind of reminds you of the construction you see in Mexico. It's very different than what you see in the US and Canada. A lot of the stuff, the forms they build and everything, and the laying the concrete, it's all done by hand out there. They're doing work over at the customs over there on the Mexican side, and they're laying all the concrete with a 2x4. You know, they're leveling it with the 2x4. So they're doing it in a very primitive way, but they're doing a nice job. I will admit that. So there's a good probability I'll be loading out of there tomorrow. I've loaded from Big Chewy before out of Nogales on Saturday before, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, 5 hours to go. We got a half a tank of fuel, empty trailer, so I'm not going to put any fuel in until I get down there. I'll probably have like maybe a quarter tank left, or just under a quarter. Just in case the load I'm picking up is a little on the heavy side, I'll hold off on getting some fuel. Good morning, everyone. It's a chilly one out here in Rio Rico. Whew. I think it was like -2 or 3 this morning. It was a bit of a challenge to go have a shower this morning. It really was. It was super, super cold, but we made it. We survived. So I'm just doing my regular pre-trip. And I did all my fluid check. What I do normally is I'll do every second day, I'll do fluid checks. And then of course the minor checks and the more important checks. Make sure there's nothing leaking. And then every second day, you just do a basic look over. But yeah, we're looking all right here. Now the sun's out now. Probably not going to be able to see anything here. Oh yeah, I can. This is where the OCD kicks in, friends. I can clearly see my pin hasn't been pulled, but I always got to check that lock. Because when you back up and move your trailer around a little bit, you just never know. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay, all raring to go. This place I'm picking up at over here, Divine Flavor. I'm only picking up one skid, and it looks like it's organic cantaloupe. Yeah, I didn't know there was such thing as organic cantaloupe. But you learn something new every day, don't you? All of a sudden it's gotten real warm out here. This morning when I went for a shower, like I said, it was cold. Now she's getting real warm. It's amazing how the temperature changes out here. Well, maybe it's because I'm in this. I might have something to do with it. But it says it's 20 Celsius out here. It's incredible. So this is Divine Flavor. You know what's funny? The first time I ever came here, I think I was with iHaul, and I remember coming here and I'm like, this is getting awfully close to the Mexican border. I'm not liking this. I'm like, because it was getting real close to it. I mean, it's not as close as I thought, but when you are heading up here and you see Mexican border ahead and you start getting a little bit nervous. It's actually quite funny. So, again, we're only picking up one skid here, so this shouldn't take very long. Unless they're like, well, we gotta wait for it to come in. Because they did say it was for today and they didn't have the product yesterday. So, you never know. I might have to wait for it to come in. And that's all right if I do. I'll just find something to do. Hi. It doesn't seem to like my number. And I did call yesterday and confirm with you guys.
The order is canceled.
Oh, it is, eh?
Yeah, they canceled the order actually an hour ago.
All right, take, yeah. There you go. All the way here to, well, hopefully I'm not come all the way down here for nothing. I'm gonna have to message Dispatch let them know that this skid got canceled. So we're just gonna wait it out. There may be something else to put on the trailer here, but chances are he's just gonna say, just make your way to your second pick. That's what he's gonna say. Hi everyone, I am Rio AZ and welcome to this edition of Bible Break. Absolute pleasure to have you with me today. We're going to be sharing out of the book of Proverbs, and who doesn't like the book of Proverbs, the book of Psalms? I mean, these are incredible books to encourage us and give us strength during difficult times. I am reading out of the Restoration Study Bible, 4th edition. The King James translation is very similar to the King James. The only difference is that we will hear the difference in the names of, for example, instead of Jesus, you will hear Yeshua, Elohim, Yahweh, Jehovah God. It's a beautiful translation. This was given to me as a gift from a dear lady. Haven't heard from her in a long time. I hope she's doing well. Yeah, what a wonderful gift this was, and it's been my favorite translation. So anyway, I wanted to read this particular proverb, which is Proverb 8, and it's because when we pray for wisdom, that is a good thing. I mean, there may be times where people will say, well, you shouldn't pray for too many things. We should just accept whatever God gives us. God wants us to pray for wisdom. He wants us to pray for righteousness. He wants us to pray for a peaceful heart and a loving, kind, and contrite heart. He wants us to pray for these things. And just think, these are the things He wants us to strive for. Why would He not give this to us if we ask for it? And to ask for wisdom and to pray for wisdom and discernment is really important. And I don't think enough people do this, or they would have a resolve to a lot of their issues in life. So I will be reading out of Proverbs chapter 8. Why don't we begin with a quick prayer? Dear Lord, I thank you, Lord, for how amazing you are. Lord, just to be able to have the privilege to read your word is indeed just that, a privilege. Lord, I pray that you will bless everyone that's listening and watching, and would you touch their hearts and just fill them with your wisdom and your discernment during this reading. Lord, may I convey it and read it correctly. In Yeshua's name we pray, amen. All right, if you're ready, Proverbs 8, verse 1, let's do it. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of a high place, by the way in the plains of the paths. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of understanding. Be of an understanding heart, Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing froward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not compared to it. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and find out knowledge of witty inventions. The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding, I have strength. Isn't this powerful? By me kings reign. Wow. Wow. By me kings reign, and princes decree justice. By me princes rule, and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Wow. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. This has got to be one of the best Proverbs. Riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I lead in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of judgment. I got to read that verse again. Just when we think there's no justice out there, God is in complete control. He is. I lead in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures. Yahweh possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there was no fountains abounding with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth. While as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depths, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree that the waters should not pass, his commandment, when he appointed the fountains of the earth. When I was by him as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the inhabitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction, and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul, and they that hate me love death. Final verse. Wow. Proverbs chapter 8. You know what? I like the way my good friend Adrian Scott reads. He'll read scripture, he'll read it all the way through, and then he'll comment on it. I kind of do things a little differently. If something just hits me, I got to stop and look at it again, or reread it, or talk about it. But what else can you comment on? I read through it, and I don't know what else you could comment on. It is so self-explanatory. If you, as it says in here so many times, if you seek wisdom, you're wise. If you seek to do the will of God, if you seek God, you're wise. And you will get that. You will get that wisdom if you ask for it. Just a lovely, Absolutely lovely proverb. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was edifying, and I hope it lifted you up. Until next time, God bless you in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now. Okay, friends, I made it here to Maricopa. Look at this, there's nobody here. There's nobody here except one guy in the door. I'm gonna be loaded and gone and probably inside of an hour, probably. This is really cool. This is really neat. Last time I was here, it was just a gong show. So I had to roll over the scale first to get an empty weight. So she's got that now, so I'm gonna go check in. Can I strap my singles?
Can you do it?
Strap the singles?
Can you strap? They have corner boards on them.
Oh, they put cardboard? Okay. Are you loading? How do you load it? Do you speak English? You don't speak English?
More pickup?
How much weight?
20 maybe 31.
31? Okay. Can you do... And then all the way down?
Two single. Okay.
All the way down. Can you do that?
Finish saddle weight.
Sorry?
Finish saddle weight. Straight. Finish.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Out here, 33. Yeah, she's a little warm, but we're all finished here in Maricopa. My weights are really good. Actually, they're very light, 63 or something like that. I don't have very much. 63,000. It's very, very light. So we should get some really good fuel economy. But all of a sudden there's all these trucks that just showed up here, so I think I got here right at the right time, didn't I? Absolutely. All right. So my route is set. Same route I always take on the way back. I don't have to worry about a fuel problem now. And there's one of our trucks sitting over here, trailers over here rather. I think that's... Somebody had to drop that trailer for some reason. I just can't remember what the reason behind that was. I think someone's truck is getting repaired. That's what's going on there. But it's good advertisement for Key West though. It's like a big billboard right there. Yeah. They're gonna have to work something out where someone has to bobtail up here and go get it. Yeah. All right. We are all finished and we're on our way, so We got still quite a bit of driving today to do if we want. Haven't figured out where I'm gonna stop. But it's not gonna be a long day. It doesn't need to be a long day. Not at all. Morning. Left Alamo about 23 minutes ago. That's where I made it to last night. Got a really good sleep last night. I felt totally refreshed. I did get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning, went back to sleep, and got up feeling refreshed. And I think we're gonna have a good day today. Look at how amazing the sun looks on the side of this mountain. Does it not look incredible? Look at this beautiful, gorgeous day. And I looked at the weather forecast, and this is going to follow us all the way, I think, at least to Washington State. Hopefully Snoqualmie Pass looks all right, but we won't have to deal with that until tomorrow. I know the Pacific Northwest is going to get a little bit of strange weather over the weekend. But I won't make it there tonight. I'll make it to La Grande or maybe a little further. We'll see what happens. But I'm feeling good today. Feeling blessed. When the weather is this nice, how can you even have anything wrong right with your day? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'll just make my way down the 318 and sit back and enjoy the scenery. Morning. Yeah, I'm up bright and early to get a head start so I can get back to the yard as soon as I can. I may not want to rush too fast because it was the weekend, so a lot of my paperwork I don't think was submitted yet to customs yet for clearing. You never know, I may be delayed an entire day. I might have to sit for the rest of the day today, waiting for it to clear. Or it'll clear sometime today, hopefully within the next 7 hours. Or 6 hours anyway. I'm scheduled to be back in Surrey by about 12:30. So I'm hoping it'll be submitted. I'll probably get a hold of somebody in the next couple hours just to make sure that the paperwork was submitted, because we have this little app on our phone now that'll actually let us know when the paperwork's been submitted to the Border Connect, and it sends you email and notifications whether it's been received, whether it's been worked on, whether it's been cleared, whether it's available, and you can download and print out your manifest, which is a nice thing, because that's one less thing that we got to worry about, or one less thing we have to bug our dispatch about. We can just do it ourselves now. It's really cool. Our safety manager came up with that one. She did a good job on that. So now it's kind of nice to have that at our fingertips. So I stayed at the AM Best over there. There's Arrowhead Travel Center. Last night I got there. I got there at, well, I didn't get there too late, but did manage to find some parking there, which was good. And I was told the casino right next to it usually has pretty good parking there if you can't get in there. And we're getting a little bit of rain here. And if it was a little bit colder, I'm sure this would be snow, because it's 5 Celsius right now. And, you know, Pendleton is a charming little town. I've seen from a distance, you can see that they have a bit of an historic downtown area. And whenever I see that, my little antennas go up. I'm like, oh man, I really want to check that out and explore that. That would be so nice. So, I don't know. Maybe one day we'll have a chance to drive through Pendleton and be able to see what it looks like in town there. Yeah. So much to see on this route, and I've never been able to really enjoy it. Well, to get close enough to it anyway. Sometimes I get fortunate and I can see the little towns. Well, friends, I really do hope you've enjoyed this trip. I hope you've enjoyed the new look of my my videos and the graphics and just everything in general, the change. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment on the bottom of the video. Please let me know what you thought. And do like it if you did like it. It helps other people find it. And yeah, share it with somebody that you think might benefit or enjoy it. I try to put some nice music in there to make it relaxing. I've been told by several people that when they really want to relax, they put one of the videos on and it helps them sleep. It is because of the nice music in the background, I know. So, and it's always a blessing to bring these videos to you guys. I'm going to wrap it up with a final montage of my rest of my day today. Just some scenery, a little bit of scenery here and there. And again, blessings in the name of Yeshua. Take care, my friends. God bless you all. Bye for now.
Seems like all I could see was the struggle, haunted by ghosts that lived in my past, bound up in shackles of all my failures. Wondering how long is this gonna last? Then you look out this prisoner and say to me, son, stop fighting a fight, it's already been won. And I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain. Now I'm not who I used to be. I am redeemed. I'm redeemed. All my life I have been called unworthy, named by the voice of my shame and regret. But when I hear you whisper, child, lift up your head, I remember, oh God, you're not done with me yet. And I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain. Now I'm not who I used to be, because I don't have to be the old man inside of me, 'cause his day is long dead and gone. Because I've got a new name, a new life, I'm not the same, and a hope that will carry me home. I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain, 'cause I'm not who I used to be. I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain. Now I'm not who I used to be. Oh God, I'm not who I used to be. Jesus, I'm not who I used to be. 'Cause I am redeemed. Thank God, redeemed.
I know a place where we can go to lay the troubles down, eating your soul. I know a place where mercy flows, take the stains, make you whiter than snow. Like a tide, it is rising up deep inside a current that moves and makes it come alive. Living water that brings the dead to life. We're going down to the river, down to the river, down to the river to pray. Let's get washed by the water, washed by the water, and rise up in amazing grace. Let's go down, down, down to the river. You will leave change. Let's go down, down, down to the river. Never the same. I've seen it move in my own life. Took me from dusty roads into paradise. All of my dirt, all of my shame, drowned in the streams that have made me born again. Like a tide,